this is Jonza here, and welcome back to another episode of Sawcasters. Now, before we get into this lovely episode, which I actually know what episode we're going to be doing today, because this one is one I just thought of just talking about anyways, because why not? It is basically the week while my folks are up in Ireland. I don't know if that's going to be the official title, but that's basically what we're talking about. I'll try to figure out a shorter title, so you guys don't have a freaking long-ass title to deal with. But before we get into that topic, I want to talk about something that kind of happened today, as of today, which is May 30th. May 30th. Okay, so I pretty much get on the bus, right? As always, normally getting home, and I'm back to my normal hours now. I'm back to just the half days, just the mornings of working, so there's that. And okay, so I'm on the bus. We're already like part way home already. Like we're getting close to the point where I'm pretty much getting home. For most of the time, I was actually just playing on my Switch on the way back, so nothing really too exciting at that part. And I have already put my Switch away, which in this case as well, like I was deciding to go all the way to our city's bus terminal just to get another bus pass, because that's normally what I try to get whenever I go through buses. So I normally grab one once every 2 weeks, because normally I get the 10 ride passes, and if I normally have one per day, and there's 5 days a week, then, you know. But anyways, so we're like probably like almost 10, like probably at most 10 minutes away from the bus terminal by like, you know, driving there. And the bus driver just kind of like one of the stops we got to, like he just kind of gets out of his seat and looks like he's trying to call someone or something. And people start questioning like why we stopped or something. And I think he said that something was like wrong with the bus or something. He was talking with the supervisor or something. Like I don't know, it was kind of strange. But like the bus seemed perfectly fine too. Like no one heard any like wrong sounds. We pretty much stopped at a bus stop, so it wasn't like nothing was like completely wrong. And the funny thing is, after like he got off the phone and everything, he went back to his seat and he was getting the bus going again, and it's like, oh hey, apparently it's fixed now. So then he's like about to like turn off, and then he stops again, like we're still like technically at the bus stop, and he stands up again and he literally goes outside to take another call, and it's like, bruh. And it seems like I don't know what his deal was for like also saying that the bus was broken. I mean, hell, the guy that was somewhat sitting next to me, and he wasn't like sitting right next to me. Like this person was like on the other side, technically, like the other side of the bus. And he said, "Oh, the bus is magically fixed, apparently." And oh, apparently it's broken again. Oh, it's fixed again. Like he was kind of joking around in that case, which I found amusing. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know why he decided to just take a call while we were all just sitting there, and also lied to say that the bus was broken or something, because funny thing is, I didn't hear anything wrong with the bus, like, since we got to that certain stop, and then all the way to the bus terminal as well, like, it was perfectly fine. Like, I didn't hear anything bad, nothing was breaking down, like, obviously he lied in that case, so I don't know. Which is weird. Like, if you're gonna waste our time, like, fuck, dude. You can't just, like, waste a bunch of people's time. Like, I mean, I get the excuse so, like, people don't get upset with them, but, like, dude, you shouldn't be, like, taking calls while you're doing your job. Especially if it's something in a timely manner. Like, dude, you literally have to get to each stop at a certain point. Like, you just can't. Like, I get if you need to take an important call or something, but you have a job to do, you gotta get people to where they need to go. Like, okay, you're trying to help out maybe like one person while you're talking on the phone. You have to get like plenty of people to their destination. That's your job. Like hell, one person just decided to just leave while he was taking his second call outside, and it was like they were like, oh okay, I'm just gonna leave. And funny enough, the person that left walked the opposite way to where the bus terminal was too. So, or like where the bus was going, so like, I don't know. That was a little weird too, but yeah, I mean, for me, it didn't really matter in my case because I wasn't really in a rush to get home today. Like, obviously just like I'm literally just got back as well, so this happened not that long ago, and yeah, like I didn't have like I didn't need to be in a rush to get home technically, especially since I was taking the time just to go to the bus terminal and get a new bus pass as well. But still, you have like other people that are like probably in a rush to get somewhere. Like I don't know, and then also with some people like because normally sometimes you get like transfers as well that like when you get these certain transfers, they're good for like 2 hours, which is kind of helpful. It used to be an hour before, but they changed it up, which is nice. And basically, I guess if some like this what the dude I was saying that was joking about the how the bus was magically fixed apparently. Uh, like he mentioned that our transfers are probably not going to be any good now or whatever because I guess it was getting to the 1 o'clock hour I guess when they got theirs. So yeah, which I didn't even need to get a transfer. I was fine because it was literally just a one way bus, pretty much to home or whatever. So yeah, I don't know. It's like you just gotta do your job, man. Like I know in my case, I goof around in my work sometimes, but at least when I do it when I don't have anything else going on. Like if I'm not doing anything, then I go play games or do something else. But when I have work, I have work. I don't just lay it off till later. Unless it's like when I'm about to leave or something. Or if I can't exactly do that bit of work at that very moment. So, you know. Alright. That's John's little story of the day. And now we get to go on to the big topic of this video, which is basically, yeah, I don't even know what to really call this episode, or at least like shorten it down. Like I don't know, my 1 week at work, I guess. I don't know. That might make a better sense. So basically, it is just after some time that my parents finally came home from Ireland. Because I mentioned this before. I don't know if I mentioned this on this channel, but I know in my main channel and probably my podcast or no, this is the podcast channel. On my challenge channel as well, I've mentioned that my folks have been going up to Ireland, and yeah, and that certain week I took a break as well. Like I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was the 20. Was it 20? Yeah, I think it was the 28th. I took a break, which was 2 days ago technically. Well, at least for this channel. Everything else, like everyone else. Sorry, a notification popped up on my other iPad, so I got distracted. But like I kind of took a week break from YouTubing from like the 22nd to the 28th, at least upload wise for all my channels. So, you know, I can kind of catch up with some videos and stuff in case I needed to. And yeah, so yeah, they were pretty much gonna be gone between like well, they actually left on the 19th till the 27th of May, and this is in 2023, by the way. So, yeah. So basically, the days I had to work on my own without my mom, because technically at my work, I work with my mom, and she manages a lot of the stuff that goes on there, and since she was gone, I had to take care of some of the stuff that she had to. So, yeah, and the amount of times as well, it's practically, like, she took her first day off, I guess, on the 19th, probably just like to get packed up and ready to go, even because they were leaving on that day, but it wasn't until like later during the evening, and well, I lost my train of thought. They were leaving at that point, but obviously they had to pack up and everything, so she took that day off. So that was my first day of really like work, or I guess working on my own, which luckily on that day, nothing really big happens. I think it was actually quiet that entire day. In fact, well actually I guess I'll get to it later. But yeah, basically they were gone all the way till the 27th, and the thing is, on the 27th, they pretty much got home at 11 p.m., so, I mean, it's also a little different with time zones too, so obviously not all timelines would adjust, because obviously they went to Ireland, which is a different time zone as well, so, I don't know by how much, but like, yeah. So basically, and also by the time they came back too, like obviously they wanted like a full weekend type of deal after they got back. So my mom also took yesterday off, which was technically the 29th, which yeah. And so yeah, basically the days I had to work on my own there was the 19th, which was Friday that they left, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then literally yesterday, which was the 29th on Monday. And the only reason I don't say the 22nd is, like, the 22nd on that Monday is because that was a holiday for us, so I didn't even have to go to work that day, which was nice. Especially after a week of chaos. Well, not completely week of chaos, but like I'll get to my work week in a minute. But like yeah, basically after that I've been able to record quite a bit, especially since I almost had like all day practically to record. Now that I didn't really have much interruptions. Like the only interruption I could have gotten was from my stepbrother, which wasn't really that bad, honestly. Like he rarely interrupts me. Like the only time he does is either if he asks me if I need the bathroom before he needs a shower, or if he's heading out. So, you know, he's not too bad. From like my mom and stepdad ask me to like walk the dogs almost every night, which is almost the only other time I can record. Or if like they sometimes like get home and they come talk to me about something like right when they get home or something. So I always gotta get worried as well right when they do come home as well. So yeah, it was nice to like get some videos going. And I think before then too, I think I experimented on my other iPad because, well, I have two. The one I'm recording with right now is the one I used to record with, which I still kind of am for some cases, which I'll get to in a minute. But I fixed some stuff up with my other iPad I've been using for shits and giggles, and I finally worked out the kinks, and I'm actually able to record with this now. So, and the thing is, the best thing about this one too, like this other iPad, is that it actually has a lot more storage. Like the iPad I'm using now probably only has like 8 gigabytes in total, and I literally don't have anything else like app-wise on this iPad besides my live stream app, so I can like stream from that iPad. Other than that, it doesn't really have anything else technically on it, so I can like save up storage for recording if I needed it. And funny thing is, I have plenty of apps on here, but I can probably still like record up to maybe like 4 videos now, which before I was only able to record 3. So, you know, it's handy in a way because if anything as well, I can maybe like record like maybe 7 videos in total as well, maybe if I wanted to. But yeah, I found it like very handy to use, especially if I needed to record like 4 videos or something. So, you know, like for most cases with this podcast channel, it's still most likely going to be this iPad that I'm using right now, like my old one, just because the wheel we normally use to pick a topic for an episode is on my other iPad, pretty much. So, you know. But yeah, I got some certain recordings done. Like I wasn't like recording like within the entire time, obviously, but like if anything, I probably only took like 1 day to actually like record things, maybe 2. I think it might have been a little bit into another day, but like I didn't even have to really record that much for me to want to like catch up, because the only things I wanted to catch up a little bit on was some Sonic Frontier videos, because I didn't really have that many left to upload, and also some Friday videos and some challenge channel stuff as well. I don't think I really need. Well, actually, maybe I did do a bit of podcasting. I actually don't even remember if I even did any episodes. I think I did one. And I think that was the last episode. Like when we were talking about Spore Hero last episode. And yeah, when I say like Sonic Frontier videos and Friday videos, normally my schedule for the week for uploading stuff is we normally have, well, I guess nowadays we have Amori on Monday, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope on Tuesdays, Wednesdays is Sonic Frontiers, and Thursdays is Pokemon Violet. And then normally on Friday, it's just like a whatever video. Like if I have any other spare series kind of going on, like Miitopia or something like that, or just like some other games I've been playing on the sidelines, I could just put them on that day instead. So yeah, and then Saturday I have 2 challenge videos that come out that day, and of course Sundays we have this. So, you know. But yeah, just if you weren't aware. I guess that cuts it for what I needed to record. Well, yeah, well, since I got those done, like, I really didn't even have to record anything else because I was good with Amori, um, Mario Sparks of Hope, and Pokemon Violet for a little bit. Well, I mean, actually, I think I recorded a bit of Pokemon Violet as well, actually, because I was starting to get low. Well, not like too low. I was still good for a few weeks. But I was like, maybe I'll get a few more videos recorded anyways, just to be safe. So, yeah, other than that, like, I was mostly, like, relaxing whenever I was just home, pretty much. Didn't really have any big parties, though, while they were out. Missed opportunity. Well, sadly enough, I don't really have that many, like, in-person friends around anymore, so I didn't really have anybody over, sadly. I have no friends. No, I do have friends, but like I said, they've moved on and everything. And most of the time when I do chat with them, it's just a little bit of texting here and there. But you know. But anyways, that's basically what I've been doing pretty much at home, just relaxing and doing some videos, which is nice. Um, oh yeah, another thing I had to do for myself too, for one day. I had to go over to the grocery store because I mean they left us like enough food for a week tentatively because obviously me and my stepbrother we don't do the grocery shopping and everything. But I went there myself the one day because the one thing I wanted to have was some muffins because normally I have like either a muffin or a banana for breakfast before I leave for work. And since they didn't buy any muffins before they left, I decided to go over there and grab some myself. So yeah, I was able to grab some muffins, and I also treated myself too. I got like 4 brownies, and I also grabbed some more oatmeal as well, which I like to have some oatmeal like once every weekend or so, and I actually have the box in my room right now, technically, which normally the type of oatmeal I have is the cookies and cream one. They're actually pretty good. I like it. I don't know if any of you in your country have oatmeal or anything in your countries, but you know we have like different flavors and stuff. There's like apple, cinnamon, brown sugar. I don't know what else there is, but I know there's like quite a bit. But yeah, and I guess going now into the work week. Um, I will say for Tuesday and Wednesday, well, like I said, Monday, that was a holiday for us because I live in Canada, so that was Victoria Day for us. So holiday, we were able to just relax that day, obviously, and didn't have to go to work. Um, and then there was Tuesday and Wednesday, which we didn't really have anything kind of going on. Like, if anything, I really had only like a few small orders. And the thing is, as well, since I had to take care of some of the things my mom does, I literally had to be there like all day within the week, pretty much. So, yeah. um, but yeah, it was kind of the same like on Friday too. Like the Friday that they left, pretty much. I pretty much had to stay there all day. In fact, that week too, like the 15th to the 19th, I actually had to stay all day as well, just to learn what I had to do as well before they left, so I was prepared and ready to go for when they went to Ireland. And then yeah, so obviously we didn't really have anything for Tuesday and Wednesday, so most of the day on that case I was just mostly playing Pokemon Diamond, just leveling up some Pokemon to try out in Pokemon Battle Revolution, which I want to definitely do for my main or challenge channel at some point. Like maybe play that game again for some specific reason, and just like kind of use up some Pokemon I got up to a certain level. Like I'm trying to level up almost every Pokemon that I have up to level 64, at least, so they're like all evened up and everything. And just like kind of like maybe like do something with them, like maybe do like a random team. I did something like that in a live stream, maybe like a week ago, or something. I think wasn't it during my last. Yeah, I think my last stream was a drunk stream. So, and I think yeah, that was actually around the time that they were gone. I'm pretty sure I did that. I want to say it was the 20th on the Saturday. I think, or no, maybe it was Sunday. Yeah, maybe Sunday because well, actually that was the one Sunday I actually could get drunk. Because the thing is, whenever I do drunk streams, like no doubt I would have to do them on a weekend night, like either on a Friday or Saturday night, because getting a hangover for work, like the thing is, I have to wake up early, so like I can't really recover from a hangover just before work. So, but yeah, yeah, that was one of the things I was doing at work. Not getting drunk, just playing Pokemon Diamond, leveling up my Pokemon and all, and just kind of playing some Miitopia as well. Obviously, for my main channel, that was something I was doing as well, like doing some specific, like small episodes of Miitopia here and there, just kind of leveling up characters, and yeah, which most of the stuff I do is off camera normally, so there's that. So yeah, nothing really happened on the Tuesday and Thursday, which was the 23rd and 24th. But it wasn't until the 25th that's when chaos kind of started to happen. I mean, we were kind of knowing that this was going to happen like at the start of the week on Tuesday, but basically we had a seed can come in, which if you guys obviously don't know what that means. I work at a warehouse, by the way. We get a seed can, normally come in once in a while, but basically in these certain seed cans, like they always pack up the boxes one by one. They're not like on skids or anything or wrapped. So like they pack in like almost like a bunch of boxes in there, and we pretty much have to like they ship it to us, and we have to like get them on skids and put them away and everything, and empty the trailer, right? So we spent a good like 2.5 hours on there, which sadly enough we're supposed to have it done in 2 hours, which is not easy when they pack it so stupidly. Like there's like different kind of boxes that we have to grab as well, like basically like you got I'll say some examples for some stuff we got. It's basically I don't know if you guys know the company of APC, but that was basically the set of boxes that we were getting, and some of the stuff it was like Jan Wizen, Jan Havoc 280, Janif 163. And basically, like you have to keep those separate too. Like you have to like have each of the certain boxes of that kind on a skid, pretty much, and then have it go out. But the thing is, sometimes when they pack them up, they mix them up sometimes, and it gets annoying. Like because at one point you're like, oh, okay, we only have like 2 boxes of this here. Okay, that's fine. Like just kind of put it aside, and then maybe like a few minutes later, like maybe 30 minutes later, you just see those kind of boxes again. It's like, fuck, we have to do this now. Which yeah, it's kind of annoying, especially how they like pack it in too, where some of them like are almost at the very like top. Like it's hard to like reach up high enough as well just to get some certain boxes. And for some of the ones that we had to grab, especially since they were too heavy as well, what we had to do as well was use the forklift to like raise one of us up and to grab the box and pass it down to the other person pretty much. So, and it was 2 of us working on this, by the way, 2 of us. And luckily we picked a time where we were both free and everything, so yeah, it was just quite annoying to get that sea can empty and stuff, which, yeah. I still had like I think I had like a few other orders to kind of get through on that day too, but it wasn't like completely bad. It was somewhat bad on one occasion because I didn't know what to do with a certain order, because there is more steps I had to do than normal for, because they're like these LTL orders. That's when you like when you have to actually get like a certain amount of boxes on a skid and have it like wrapped up and get ready for shipping. And there was a step that I got confused on, so I just kind of like let it be until like today, tentatively. So, yeah. And then it wasn't until Friday. Friday? Oh, Friday. Oh, you were a big one. So basically, what happened? I think it was like past 10 in the morning, right? Like nothing else like completely new was added into the system. Or like not much, but then like around 10, I like refreshed the page to see if there's any new orders. A whole bunch of them got added into the system, a whole bunch, and the problem is for me, it's like the thing is we didn't really have too much room, or we didn't even have too many like extra like skids to use too, because we used up almost all of them just to get the like boxes out of the truck or out of the sea can the previous day. So yeah, that was a bit of an annoyance. And the thing is, I know the reason why they do this too. Well, kind of. They always kind of do this. They always ask for a bunch of the items they just got off the sea can normally. Like, obviously, the reason why those two previous days, like on the Tuesday and Wednesday, like nothing really came into the system, was because they were waiting for that sea can to come by so they can then order them like immediately. So all these orders pop in, and I'm like, I don't even know if I can fucking do all these all by myself. Because the thing is, like, I do have someone to kind of help me out here and there too, but he has his own thing kind of going on. So it's mostly just me in the back the entire time to do these specific orders, and it gets annoying. Like, and some days as well, like, even when I normally work, it gets annoying too when a bunch of orders come in. It's just like, I'm only one guy, I can only take care of so much. But yeah, and like I said, there was like a few that were LTL too, so like some of them I couldn't even do. But there's like another kind that was like small packaged, which those ones I can get through like easy. So I mostly just focused on them within Friday. So yeah, and basically small packages. You normally get like stickers. You kind of put them on, and you don't have to put them on a skid. You can just put them on a cart because normally what they do for small packages, because you kind of got those like certain, like you guys might know some of these like shipping companies. You got like UPS, Canpar, Purolator, and FedEx. That's normally the ones that normally take our small package stuff. So normally you have to get stuff for them, and normally for them they just take the box, like they don't have them on skids or anything. But that's what LTL pretty much does. You have to normally ship out the skid with the boxes normally. So yeah. So that was a bit of an annoying day, and of course I had to take care of that again on Monday as well, since my mom also had to be off that day. I mean, she was back, yes, like she was back in town at that day, like yesterday, but I still had to take care of stuff on my own, and I had to work all day, so at least for this week I still get a little extra pay than normal, so that's fine. I'm probably when I get to next week's pay, that's probably when my pay's going to be back to normal for only half day, which, well, actually, maybe I shouldn't say because I don't know who's listening out there. If you even know me, and I don't want you guys robbing me. But, yeah, it was pretty much a bit of a rough time afterwards, especially since I don't even think I had time to even play my games while I was, during those the last 3 days, but still. Let's just say, like, it was a bit of chaos, but after when my mom did come back to work today, actually, we were actually able to get stuff kind of organized a bit more, and I was able to finally get those. Well, I mean, they're not shipped out yet, but I am pretty much able. Like, they're ready to go. Like, fully, the LTL skidded orders are pretty much ready to go out now. So once those are gone, I'll probably be able to get more orders together. Plus, when we get more skids, because honestly, I probably only have like one extra skid to use, and I don't think much of the other orders I can fit in there anyway. So yeah, yeah. I mean, hell, even tomorrow, I think I probably will not really have a chance to actually play a game or anything. So yeah, I was probably only able to play Pokemon a little bit, like Pokemon Diamond, a little bit today, like just before I had to leave, though. Pretty much like maybe like a half an hour. Or maybe it was an hour, maybe. It was around there, but like, yeah, since there was like no more other orders I could possibly do in the moment, I just kind of relaxed for the rest of the day. Like I said, if I couldn't do the work at that very moment, then I can go play games. Unlike the bus driver I was talking about earlier in the video. But, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. What happened within the week. I basically just mentioned everything that kind of happened during that week. I think I don't know if I actually did any recording on Saturday, like last Saturday on the 27th, but, who knows. But, yeah. I guess I'll cut it for this episode, though. I will say by next episode I will be 24. By the way, and I'm not just saying for when this uploads. I mean, I'm just saying what like the next time I record, I will be 23. Well, most likely. Well, maybe I don't know. Could be. I'm not sure. It depends if I decide to do another podcast before my birthday because. My birthday is actually June 1st. I'm already on May 30th. So, unless I decide to record another episode tomorrow, which I might, who knows. But, yeah, my birthday will be coming up pretty soon. But, yeah, just another thing I wanted to point out anyways. But, anyways, that's going to cut it for this video. So, thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast. If you guys liked it, press like button or subscribe, do whatever. And I'll see you dudes in the next podcast. See you dudes next time.